Hey y'all. So we are in Black Hawk, uh, and the campground that we're at is Cold Springs Campground. I made this reservation a while ago and um, did not expect that I would be spending this weekend grieving the passing of a really dear and beautiful friend. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm really going to try to spend some time just processing. So I will be sharing the beautiful things around us and kind of giving you a glimpse into a long weekend camping. Apart from that, I don't know where this video is going. I'm a firm believer that nature is one of the best places to heal. It invites you to slow down, quiet your mind, process, and let your body do what it needs to do. It's one of the reasons I bought my van. I wanted to be able to safely travel to beautiful places and spend time allowing nature to nurture my soul. But it was at this exact moment that I realized I really wasn't okay. My symptoms were flaring, I was flirting with fatigue, I felt this stabbing in my throat whenever I swallowed food or liquids, my balance was off, my eyes were hurting, and the waves of grief started to hit me really hard. So my focus became finding ways to let those waves wash over me instead of drown me. I gave myself time and space to process this loss. I took slow walks. I sat in the discomfort. I journaled, cried, rested, and tried to help my dysregulated body get back to my baseline. There were a few distractions thrown in and a few meltdowns I didn't film. Overall, my end goal was to give my soul a moment to breathe. It wasn't enough, but it would have to do for the time being. Maybe some other day. That's the bear info. Telling you to put the fires out. I'm surprised they're allowed over here. They're not over at Golden Gate Canyon State Park, which is like literally across the street. Nope, wait. Good job. They're walking by. You can't see them, so you're scared of it, huh? Come on. Good job. No. Oop, wrong one. Hey y'all. I am really having some symptoms today. Um, so I'm gonna call it a night early. Did that make sense? Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed early. There we go. And I've cleaned up the kitchen. All of the things are cleaned up. I'm waiting for this to cool. And then I'm gonna take this girl out. She still hasn't gone to the bathroom since we got here. Even though we've gone on walks and stuff. But I am gonna take her out and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom myself. And then I'm calling it a night. So I will see you in the morning. So I didn't think I would get a chance to show you guys what a symptomatic camping trip would look like. And here we are. I know that a large part of it is just the stress of the last few weeks. And I knew that I wanted to come out just because I needed that time in nature, which is why I'm not in the van right now, even though I feel like my body is shutting down. I wanted to still be in nature. Wanted to hear the sounds and see the green and feel the breeze and all of that good stuff. So I'm in the canopy and I have the screen doors open because this particular one doesn't allow for a lot of circulation with the doors closed, so it's just letting some of that breeze in. But I do, last night I had to do a neb treatment and I had to break out the TENS unit because one of my symptoms when my autonomic system is malfunctioning is it feels like I have this ball of fire in the center of my back, and oddly enough a TENS unit helps with that. So if you have that and um, give it a try. A physical therapist actually told me about that. I had no idea, and like 4 years in found out about that, and it's helped. The ball of fire is gone, but a lot of the fatigue, the physical manifestation of fatigue, like my legs feeling super heavy, getting dizzy, and just really, just feeling like my body is out of whack, out of sync. It's very much there. There's some really cool trails. I wanted to do the Vista, but there's an incline, so we won't be doing that, at least not this trip. And then I set up the canopy in front of my van on the entrance level instead of going up because of the stairs. They have a lot of sites that don't have stairs to get access to the tent pad and the table, but this one was one of the few I think that was available for all of the days that I wanted to be here. So I'm a fall risk for the stairs, and if I get dizzy, the camp host doesn't come through super often, so it would be a while before anybody found me, although I think Kiri would alert people. But yeah, I think for this afternoon, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't remember asking you to come hang out in my bed, bro.
Sticker to go on the back of the van.
I feel better after the nap and resting and not talking. You probably hear it in my voice. I don't feel like I'm being stabbed in the throat now when I drink anything. I don't know if it's the hot tea or the naps that were helping, but either way, I'm grateful. So that means I can probably eat this afternoon or this evening for dinner instead of just drinking, which is what I've been doing. So I thought a piece of salmon, which now that I think about it may not be the best choice since salmon sometimes my body does not like it, but this salmon I feel like it doesn't do that with, so I think we're safe. We're gonna have that in vegetables. Um, I'm gonna keep resting though, keep doing low energy stuff. As much as I want to explore and hike and things like that, my body can't do it. Can't do it this time around. Um, and that's part of doing part-time van life, traveling, camping, all of that good stuff. I don't always get to do the things that I want to do. So we're going to keep resting, keep drinking hot tea, keep making sure that I'm not causing any other symptom flares because the ones I have right now are weird enough. Um, Fun fact, I have never been sick again after getting COVID the first time in 2020. But whenever I have a symptom flare, it mimics getting sick. Like it mimics getting COVID or something like that again. So the first few times it happened, I literally thought I was getting it again, and I was so angry and all the things, and then nothing happened. I would go rest and wake up the next morning fine. And so, like, what happens is basically my body, whenever I'm having a symptom flare, my body just, it mimics getting sick, mimics having COVID. Fun times. Um, yeah, I think for now I'm gonna do Kiri's nails. Continue to do stuff. This freezer. So I did have it on eco mode. It still drained my battery to about 50%. Granted, it's been very overcast and rainy here, so I haven't been able to recharge via solar. Um, but today it's kind of sunny on and off. So it's trying to rebuild it, but I'm also trying to recharge everything. It does on eco mode go down to zero consumption. Like it will be at 0 degrees and not be taking up any energy. But I find that it kind of hovers like between 13 and 50 watts. Like it just kind of goes there, but then it'll go down to zero. So I don't know. I think that the cover is definitely helping. Thank you, Set Power, for sending that out. Um, but yeah, I think unless I know that I'm going somewhere where I have electricity or I have lots of sunshine and good weather, I don't know that it makes a lot of sense to have it with me. So it's definitely one of those things that I'm only going to be using for the longer trips. But I'm grateful to have it. I can swallow. So dinner was good. I did have a little bit of trouble swallowing about halfway through, but we pushed through it and just drank a lot to try to offset that. Um, it's been a good day, but I am gonna prep for bed because I took all of that stuff out of the bed and put it in the canopy. Let me show you what my bed looks like. Yeah. So we're gonna have to make some sense of this mound of things that I just threw up there. So I'm gonna do that. I took Kiri out. She did not go potty. She just came right back in the van. So she wakes me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. um, this girl. I think I'm just gonna get ready for bed. Might edit some YouTube videos. I still have a really beautiful one that I need to edit, so probably we'll work on that so that I can post it next week. But yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So we're going home today. It's been a good weekend, which is odd to say considering the events that led up to it, specifically the passing of my friend Brian. Um, but it's been awesome to be able to be out here to reflect, to breathe, to process, um, to have minor distractions. But I'm grateful once again to have this van to be able to do this and not have to worry about anything. Although we had a rough start with just so many water problems. Um, as I was filling my tank, the hose that goes into the tank for whatever reason came out, and so I was spewing water into the garage, and I had to empty everything out, wipe it down, probably need to take the van home and air it out so that I don't grow mold. And then for whatever reason, my sink decided to backfill, so I haven't been able to use it. I think I may have gotten tea dregs, like loose leaf tea in there, and it's settled, and so it's clogged. So gonna have to figure that out. But despite the challenges, it's been good. I have a camp coming up where I'm gonna be out for during the work week so that I can test my mobile internet solution. I'm hoping that I have as good a service as I've had here. There have been times when it's just like I just haven't had any, which is fine, but for the most part I've had decent signal for Wi-Fi. Kiri, she's decided to be outside the van. I think she knows that I'm packing up, and she's terrified that I'm gonna leave her, which I guess I do whenever I go on solo trips without her, but like right now she's standing at the door of the van trying to get in and like whining. She's outside of the canopy, hanging out, breathing in the sun, and now she's moved to the shade and she's kind of sniffing around and trying to get into the van. But I've taken her for a walk. I gotta go back and pick up her poop because old girl decided to do that and I didn't have a bag. And then we're gonna head out. So all in all, good weekend. Hard weekend, but a good weekend. And we're gonna continue to process. You know, having a friend like Brian, who is just one of the most incredible men I've ever met in my life, pass away from ALS was really rough. He was diagnosed 2 years ago, and given 6 months to live, and he lived for 2 years after diagnosis, which was a gift. But I think for me personally, I took for granted that there was an inevitable end, and I didn't expect the inevitable end to come as quickly as it did. So yeah, there are some truly amazing people in this world, and when they decide to become a friend, it's truly a gift. So with that said, I'm gonna get ready to go do a bit more journaling, go get Kiri's poop that she left down there, and pack up the canopy and head home. If you've made it this far, thank you. I know this was a bit of a different video, but that's life. It's kind of part of it. It's ups and downs and figuring things out. Symptom-wise, I should say that I am better. I think having all of the rest and doing what I needed to do so that I didn't make it worse was good. I feel like I can walk all right. I'm still a little bit winded. Oh my gosh, you guys, last night. So when I was clearing all the stuff off of the bed, I got like maybe 30 seconds in and I got so tired and so winded. I just like laid across the big pillow and laid there. I wasn't filming, so I don't have footage, but I thought if I was filming this would be hilarious and people would think it was staged, but I literally couldn't move. I couldn't do anymore. So I waited a while and then I cleared off my bed and then went to sleep. But yay, chronic illness. I do feel better though, which is great. It's a good way to start the week. And we'll just continue to take care of ourselves. I'm going to continue to take care of myself so that we're able to continue to move forward with this dream of traveling and living in the van part-time. All right. With that said, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take good care.